Maybe. I think it worked.
It says we're live.
It says we're live. I see it over here streaming. I think we're live again. Hooray! Hello, everyone.
Ooh, could you hear me during the intro?
It did. It didn't mute you at first, and so I
Oh, it
clicked it.
didn't.
I looked down, and our mics were muted, and yours wasn't. So
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I was like making a noise, and then I saw my mic got muted, so I was like, "You must have."
yeah,
heard
I
me.
heard you make a noise. I'm like, click.
Well, that's
I have
funny.
more options than I'm used to here. So.
Yeah. This thing's so. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thursday Night Live again after a 3-week hiatus, and we are on a totally new streaming platform. So give us some slack. We're learning. The old system, which was called Restream, we've been using for I think 2 years now.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
And it was very expensive, and we had a lot of issues with it. And today was the final straw. So they changed some stuff on it, and I went to go schedule the live, and it broke, and it didn't let me schedule the live. And so I contacted their support, and after some discussions with their support, they said, we'll try and fix it within a couple days. So I was like, no, we're done. So bye. Oh,
Useful.
your mic's muted now.
Yeah, I did that.
You did that. Okay.
We got a
Yeah,
Facebook like. Ooh, it tells us. Nice.
I clear my throat a lot, so I'm muted
okay.
every time.
No worries. Just trying to. It tells me that you're muting your mic, so now I can actually see. It wasn't like that before. Anyway,
It's like it's made for this.
yeah. So we're trying out this new one called StreamYard, and so far so good. It has a couple features that I'm already really excited about. Like it automatically does the intro and stuff. You know what it doesn't do? That kind of sucks. It doesn't tell us how many people are watching.
I've got it. It's up in the same spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
67 on YouTube, 4 on Facebook.
Wait, where do you see it showing the different?
Oh, you hover
over it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fancy.
Ah, and it gives us a Facebook like.
Yeah.
Ryan Hall gave us a Facebook like. Thank you, Brian. This is kind of cool. All right. Well, anyway, and we can still bring up your comments. So focus. Look at it. Oh, dude, it shows his
Oh,
thumbnail.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, you guys better not have like some BS thumbnails.
Everyone's rushing to change it.
I know,
Right?
like, okay, I want to change this to something funny. Focus RS looks really cool. POV valve cover gasket. Can't wait. What happened with the axle? How is Hoovy's behind the scenes? So the Focus RS, we're trying to figure out what's going on with that thing. It has some issues that we're trying to resolve before we list it for sale. What happened to the axle? So the axle on the Jeep, it's a C-clip axle. It's a Dana 44 axle, if you know those. And the C-clip popped off, and the axle decided to exit stage right. So, so I need to push the axle back in. It needs a new bearing. The bearing just disappeared. I don't know where it went. So it needs a new bearing, and it needs a new C-clip. And then obviously we got to refill the axle with grease and everything. And hopefully the C-clip didn't get put into the gears and grind up the gears. So
Hopefully. But at least Dana 44s are everywhere if something did go wrong. Like,
now, did you click that to get rid of it, or did it go away on its own?
That may have been me. I clicked to show more comments, but not to close a comment.
Okay. I'm just trying to learn this thing. I don't know. I was like, did it automatically do it after a certain time? Okay.
Oh, Chris is on Facebook tonight. All right.
Who is?
Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. You're trying on Facebook. All right. Let's do this Facebook thing. Is the
Yeah.
RS America Josh's? No, it is Casey's.
Yeah,
So-
Josh wishes it was, I assume.
Oh, audio sounds better. Great so far.
Cool.
That's good to know.
That's worthy of opening a beer.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh shit. I'm
Yeah.
behind you guys.
All right.
Ben said this. It's not my car, so I think you're picking it up tomorrow. Was that
Yes.
what I hear? Okay.
Yep, we're getting it tomorrow. So it is. Yes, it's already technically for sale, but we just don't have it listed anywhere.
Yeah.
So we need to get it back to the shop, do the whole cleanup pictures, whatever thing, and then get it listed for you guys to take a look at. We were, funny enough, I'll get into this in a second, but we actually are shipping it back. We were going to go drive up and grab it and then come back tomorrow, but things changed. Excuse me. New Ferrari is fugly.
Which one?
One.
All of
F80.
them?
I know you're talking about the F80. I'm disappointed. Like, I feel like Ferrari has kind of phoned it in for the last 5 to 10 years, frankly. Like, none of the new stuff has really been like, oh my god. It's not like the stuff that we grew up with. We're like, holy crap. Like when they came out with some, when the 458 came out, I remember that. I was like, that car is insanely awesome. Oh my god. Like it was just beautiful and awesome and wanted one so bad. And then that is the car that made me switch teams to Ferrari.
Yep. Yeah, there's no reason why they can't make cars just as beautiful. They're just too complex looking now.
Well, they're too complex, and then they keep going with crappy powertrains and honestly, the only car they produced in the last 5 years I think is really interesting is the Daytona SP3.
Oh, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the best car they've produced in the last few years. Prior to that, I would say you have to go all the way back to the 488, honestly. Like, I don't mean the F8. At first, I really liked the F8 look better than the 488, but now I'm kind of like, it's almost too much.
Yeah,
I do like the F8's rear end is better than the 488's rear end, but the front is not as good as the 488 front.
Yeah,
I think
they tried too hard to make it not the Pista that it doesn't look great.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Pista is amazing, but
I can't get excited about a vacuum cleaner with blades on the sides.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man,
I feel like it'll age well. The whatever 80 F80, but
I mean, I actually don't mind the looks that much. I think it looks okay.
Yeah,
but the power plant is like, it's like, have you heard the videos of it?
No, I've purposely not watched them because I know I'll be disappointed.
Okay, the 296 sounds better than this thing.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah, the 296 actually sounds okay.
I mean, I guess all the more reason why we can enjoy our cars even more, right?
I think it's just going to help lift the value of all these older Ferraris. Like pretty much anything from the 90s till I'm gonna say 2020 that Ferrari made is like, that's like the good stuff in my opinion.
Yeah,
because the pre-90s stuff is like the classic Ferrari era or like the early 90s even, but those are the cars you maybe don't really want to actually own because they're kind of in the ass. Yeah, hang on to that 360, right?
I'm hanging on, JS. I'm hanging.
And funny enough, it's like I used to be like really hard against the 360 over the 430.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to just kind of appreciate the 360 more. Just it is what it is, kind of thing.
I bet if you had started with I'm sure if you had started with the 360, you'd be more fond of it.
Oh yeah, sure.
I think.
Of course.
So
I mean, that's probably why I like the 430 so much. This is my first Ferrari. So it's like, yeah. 458, F12, and FF are the sweet spot. Totally agreed. That's like, I think that's peak Ferrari. Like,
yeah.
Oh, who's still doing it right if Ferrari isn't? Actually, the new Porsches, I think, look like dog shit. I'm sorry. The new GT3 with that weird inverted wing and stuff. It's like they took a playbook out of like the JC Whitney catalog of carbon fiber parts and just glued on a bunch of shit everywhere. And they're like, we need as much aero as possible. And it's like, dude, you went too far.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know who I think has done the best car in the last 5 years? The C8. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
It was a complete departure from what they had done, and they nailed it. I don't like the looks of it that much. Like, admittedly, I think it's not the best, most attractive car, but it is such a good car. But that's the problem, is it's one of those where it's so good it's boring.
they tried too hard with all the angles.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I can't argue that.
We are in discussions. So no, not yet, but we've talked to them a few times, and so we're working on something. We'll probably end up going out there and doing something. We've been trying to find like a good car to like do a collaboration with them on that we have. So they saw the Jeep and they're like, we want to do the Jeep, and I'm like, it's broken. I'm like, damn it, let me get it fixed. So yeah, audio is much better tonight. That's great to hear that.
I mean, I'm using an external mic. That I don't know if you're talking about just me or everybody. I actually got all new hardware, new mic and new laptop.
Oh, nice. Yeah. My bro-in-law is looking at SF90. Good value? No, definitely not. I think they are a huge depreciation risk. I mean, okay, correction. It's a lot of car for the money, but you're probably going to lose a bunch of money.
Wow. Still going down?
Yeah.
Man.
Normal guy muscle cars. I wish I had enough time to even do one channel very good, let alone start a second channel.
I went to a drag strip the other day just to check it out. There's one nearby, and
Nice.
I was thinking of you, Dan. Thinking about that's where you spent your early days, your early car days.
Admittedly, I was watching the drag race World Cup or whatever that happened. I think it was last weekend. I was watching tons of the 1320 stuff on it and Cleus McFarlane and all that, and I was like dying to go back to the drag strip. I'm like, man, I miss that so much. Like, it's so fun. I do truly miss drag racing. It's so fun. And
you bought that. Yeah, you bought that Mustang to try and get back into it, and then it just didn't happen. But.
Yeah, stuff happened and whatever. The GT40 is so you. I love the GT40.
Yeah,
that's still my favorite car ever. Kind of departed, but what truck brand is doing it right? I think I'm going to give it a tie to Ford and Ram.
Nice.
I think the Ford Raptor is awesome. I think it's a hell of a truck. But it's like cool, but it's not necessarily as practical. And I think the Ram, like, I mean, obviously I'm biased because I own a Ram, but I think for the value, like, and I think the Ram's the best looking of all the big trucks. Like, I feel like Chevy and GM tried too hard. Like, you know, everyone else does, especially like the 2500 and 3500s, and the bigger trucks. Like, the grill on the Chevy is like, I'm angry, and it's like this huge grill, and it's just like, dude, come on, it's like over the top, and I can't get over those side view mirrors that look like a broken arm. They're all like this. You know? Like, every time I see it, I just like imagine someone with like a broken arm, like, my arm's broken. Like, it's just like, it looks terrible. But that's my opinion. The problem is, like, you know, you buy a Ford if you want the best truck, you buy a Ram if you want the best engine, and you buy a Chevy if you want the best transmission. But Fords cost the most too. Yeah. So there's that.
The I don't know, the GM AT4s look pretty good. The Super Duty, whatever their 2500 is. But I've never driven one. They just look good. I don't know,
man. I just can't.
I'd rather have the Ford personally.
Get over that grill.
Yeah.
It looks awful.
I like my truck so far. I got the long bed. I think it's a handsome looking truck. Stout.
I love my Ram.
I mean, it sucks in a parking lot. It's absurd.
Yeah.
It's basically a Super Duty. It's not. It's a half ton, but it's massive.
Toyota's a truck if you're not going to actually do real truck stuff.
Or you need to invade a third world country.
Right. Or you got to put like a tripod mounted 50 cal on it.
Yeah.
And like they'll last forever. I get correction. Okay. If you're going to go like off-roading and stuff, like the Tacoma is really actually pretty good. But if you're trying to like actually haul things, no. Oh yeah. So shop is full. Actually, it's not full, but it will be tomorrow. So here's what's going on. So the I mean,
hopefully it's not the new one that the engine's going to explode on.
Oh yeah, didn't they have a bunch of issues with that?
Yep.
Which is really shocking actually, because Toyota's so good about not having stupid crap like that. That I was like,
not
wow.
expect that.
Yeah, like you guys really screwed up. That's not your MO. I don't know what happened there. It's someone got fired or replaced, and they, the new guy sucked or something.
It's an older one. Good. Okay.
Yeah. Well. Okay. There you go. So it's not gonna what can I say? It'll last forever. Yeah. I mean, with minimal maintenance too. Like. But anyway. Yeah. So shop. We. If you've been watching for a while, you know that we've had. A lot of difficulty finding good Ferraris to buy for the shop lately. So it's been just terrible. Like all the stuff for sale out there is too expensive. And anytime we solicit anyone, they're like not willing to sell anything for like a price that we can make money on. So we just haven't been able to buy anything because everyone's like, no, I think it's worth this much. And it's like, okay. And you've been trying to sell it for how long? 6 months? Okay. Yeah. It's not worth that much. But anyway, so we've been like, okay, how do we continue to, we have to buy cars to sell cars, and we can't sell cars if we don't have cars. So we need cars. So we started finally just saying, you know what, we have to buy some non-supercars. And I guess the same is true of like Lamborghinis and McLarens and Porsches. Like there just isn't anything on the market. And actually the Porsches scare us because the market's falling on those right now, even though it doesn't seem like it. Like the margin on a Porsche is so small that it takes very little for the market to correct for us to lose money on a Porsche. So we just, like when you're only making $3,000 on a $150,000 car, tiny swing and we're losing money. So that's why we haven't done that many cars or Porsches. Anyway, so we're like, okay, well, let's buy some like normal sports cars, some exactly, stuff in the $50,000 to $80,000 range, like the sub $100,000 stuff. So we got a bunch of normal stuff coming our way. So that's why we bought the G-Wagon, which admittedly is not a sports car, but people like those things. Apparently, I hate them, but people like them. So okay, we bought a regular old C6 manual transmission, low miles, super clean. I can't wait to try it. I've actually never driven a C6, so I'm like really looking forward to that. We bought Mustang GT500 2020.
Okay.
So that I'm really excited about trying because 700 and whatever horsepower out of a Mustang, which could be awesome. What else did we buy? Well, we got the McLaren from Tyler coming. Oh, we bought that Focus RS.
Yep.
So, quote unquote normal sports car. So we're trying just to see how it is to sell these cars. Like, do they sell quickly? Are they a pain in the ass? Do we make any money on them? We got the California in on consignment. So it's a really clean car. Very nice, good spec. So if you're interested in that car, reach out to us. But yeah, all those cars. So the reason I'm saying the shop is full is all those cars are coming here to our shop and we're out of room. So, yeah, the California arrived this week. The Focus RS we already have. The G-Wagon arrived this week. The Corvette's supposed to arrive any day now. And then the 650S and the GT500 will arrive tomorrow.
Nice.
So
You're a
that's-
volume shop now.
Yeah.
You got to get
That's
moving.
the thing is, we were laughing because like the price, we're so used to $150,000, $200,000 cars that when you start buying like $50,000 cars, you could literally buy 3 times as many cars with the same amount of money.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like it was funny because like we were like, oh, these aren't that expensive, and I'm looking at like how much interest it costs to carry these cars. I'm like, oh, it's nothing. You know,
Yep.
I'm so used to like these crazy things. The Fox Body is sold. It's at our shop because we've been storing it there for Fred, but it's no longer at the shop. It actually went to Fred's shop,
Yay.
so it's gone.
That means Fred can come out and drive his cars.
Mhm.
He's not
No,
here
we
today.
haven't done a video on what. Well, I mean, I showed the video of what when it broke, but we haven't fixed it yet. So 3 years
go.
for your 296. Good lord,
Woo.
Wow.
that's rough. I'll look at the GT500 miles. It's got 3,500 or 600 miles, maybe 700 miles. So it's under 4,000 miles. It's a 2020. It's red. Pretty good options. Does not have the carbon wheels, but it had, I think, the tech package, the handling package, and I think it had like a carbon fiber package or something of some sort.
All right. That's a pretty
So
good spec.
Yeah, it was like the MSRP on it was like 80. I want to say like 86 or 7 originally. So, but that's the MSRP. I'm sure it was originally sold for, 110 or whatever because they all had a huge markup. But black F430 in the background. Oh, that is a customer car being converted, so it's not for sale.
There you go.
The Valvetronic 509 is still being worked on, so it's been a little delayed because which I was actually editing the video of the work on that car this morning. I didn't finish that. I was working on the car a week or so ago, and all of a sudden, like I just started feeling really sick and like
What?
nauseous, like, and I'm like, my God, I think I'm gonna throw up. And so I stopped the video, and I went home. Like I felt so ill. I went home
Wow.
and I was in bed for 2 days straight, and I didn't throw up, but I like other bad things were happening. And yeah, thanks. It was, and then it was really weird. Is like I started getting over it, and like it was one of those like you feel like you're gonna throw up like constantly for that long. By the time you recover from it, first of all, I like didn't eat anything. Like you just didn't feel like eating anything. And when I got done with it, I felt like I was hit by a truck.
Oh yeah.
Like every bone, every muscle ached. Right? I'm just like, oh my
Dang.
God, I feel like shit. So like for a week, I'm feeling like shit. And then Meg gets it, and she does throw up, and she's like feeling really sick. And I'm like,
Oh.
and it was funny because it came on super fast. Like you're all like, I'm fine, and then like I'm not feeling totally okay. And like an hour later, you're like, I think I'm gonna throw up. Like,
Dang.
I need to
All
go
right.
to the bathroom. Like it came on really fast. It was weird.
Yeah, so
the
it
same
wasn't
thing
food
happened-
poisoning if she got it after you did.
So it wasn't food poisoning. Yeah, because she got
Crazy.
it 48 hours after I was done.
Wow.
So I think it was some sort of virus.
And you haven't touched the 599 since, right?
So I didn't touch it for like a week.
It's
So it got
patient
delayed.
zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was that car
It was
before it came to your
Corona,
shop?
you know. Actually, Patient Zero was our nanny because she called in and was like, I can't come in, I'm throwing up and whatever. And like, I think it was 2 days later or a day later, I got it.
Dang.
So I don't know what it was, but it sucked. So it flu. You gotta remember, everyone always says the flu, but flu is usually not puking is not a symptom of the flu. So it's more norovirus is puking, but I've had the norovirus and that sucked. That comes on like a sledgehammer and kicks your ass for 24 hours and then it goes away. And while it's kicking your ass, it's coming out everywhere. And you can't control it. Like it's bad. You gotta damn.
Oh man.
Oh crap.
Well,
Sick.
that's no good. I don't think he'll go on sale immediately after being done. I think Austin from Valvetronic wants to enjoy it for a little while, but I would assume he'll sell it at some point. I don't know. I don't know that, but
You said it, Jeff.
yeah. Fucking assholes.
We were all thinking it. You said it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, right. You guys are jerks. Anyway, so that's why the 5 to 9 has been delayed. And then we had to get a bunch of parts ordered and stuff. So we got all the parts finally. I'm not even gonna click on that one.
Nope.
No, the Mini did not sell. It's still for sale. You know, that kind of fizzled out. So, like, our initial reasoning for wanting to get rid of the Mini isn't necessarily as strong a point anymore. You know, our finances changed a little bit. Meg actually took on a new job.
Oh,
She starts, I think, in 10 days. Something
buy
like
back that Mini. What
No,
was
we-
the electric car you got?
We didn't get one.
Oh, you haven't got one yet. Okay.
No, we never got one because I wasn't going to buy one until I got the Mini sold. We still have Steve's Lambo, so we still have the Superleggera. So that's still in stock. The 356 sold on Bring a Trailer. And I think that's it. I mean, obviously, we have the 6-wheel Jeep I need to fix, and that'll be for sale. I'm sure all of you really want to buy that thing. Meg is putting Sebastian to bed right now. There you go.
She's working.
She's momming.
Yeah.
What? I don't even know what that means. Should a portal axle swap the G-Wagon realsel of a
Rear.
G?
Yeah. Rear axle? I don't know.
Rear
axle?
I
What would that accomplish?
don't know what that means. Oh yeah, the Jeep is going to be just brutal.
How do you price that? Do you have any references?
Yeah, it's sold on Cars and Bids, so I'm just going to price it basically what it's sold for at Cars and Bids.
Oh, that exact car was from.
Yeah,
Cars and Bids?
Yeah, like 3 months ago.
Nice.
Okay.
So I mean, that's pretty much its value,
Nice. Because that's a one of
it's-
one, right?
huh?
Is that a one of one?
Yeah,
Or-
I
okay.
think I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just
One
a
of
regular
two.
C6, not a Grand Sport. I don't think, just a regular C6. We just wanted to test the Corvette market. We kind of have a theory that so Corvettes don't have a big margin, right? Like you might only make $2,000 on a Corvette, maybe. But we think they're going to sell pretty easy because so many people want them. And they're pretty affordable, frankly. Like the C6 we're going to get is going to be, I think, under $30,000, or maybe it's just over 30. I can't remember what we paid for it.
Dang.
So it's going to be pretty cheap, and it's like low mile, super clean, all that stuff, right? So our hope is if people are willing to buy those really quickly, then we want to keep like 2 or 3 of them in stock all the time and just churn them and make a couple grand here, a couple grand here, a couple grand here, and have that just be like additional, basically like income to pay for maybe like our mortgage or something. So it's probably going to be a lot more work because then we're going to have a constant churn, but they're good cars and people like them. So we're going to give it a shot. So we're testing the Corvette market.
Nice.
Any considerations of franchising? Franchising our dealership? Or
I don't know what Fubo is. I guess that would.
I don't know, Fubo must be a wine or something. Actually, believe it or not, we had a guy who reached out to us and wanted to discuss not necessarily like a franchise, but like a branding deal or maybe a friend. I don't know. We discussed it, and I don't know whatever like he was very serious about it, and then just kind of went radio silent. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like if someone wanted to kind of copy what we're doing and use our branding and stuff, we could certainly discuss that. Oh yeah, I'm sure this Corvette's a one of one. I'll find whatever it is that makes this a one of one. Be like, this is a one of one, just to put it in the ad.
Jeez.
What? You have paid too much for cars in the past. No shit. I'm a dealership. Like it's gonna happen.
You better learn, Dan.
I know. Oh my god. Like I definitely am going out of my way to make sure I pay too much for cars. Like that's just business. Like business happens.
Well, yeah, and the market changes faster than you can do a deal, and shit happens.
You just it's not every car you buy as a dealer is going to make money, and if you could find a way to make it so every car you ever bought in a dealership always made money, you would be a billionaire. But free jorts with every Corvette.
Ooh,
yeah.
Your Carl was trying to sell the 650 for you earlier, so.
Oh yeah. That's definitely true.
Yeah, pretty much every rubber connection to the engine has been upgraded.
Right.
Yeah, you got all your receipts in order.
Yeah. I need a copy of all those, by the way. Dude, the vet guys, that's the thing that we're interested in seeing is I feel like the vet guys aren't going to nitpick like Porsche guys. Like they're going to just be like, this is the car I've been dreaming of. It's the right color. I'm in. Right? Like they're not going to be like, it's kind of like when we've sold some of the Vipers that we've sold. Like people weren't all like, oh, it's got a paint chip. Like they didn't care, right? They're just like, hell yeah, it runs great. Let's do it. You know?
Yeah.
And like, all right, that was easy. Like very easy sales, like for the right people.
It was shitty like trying to sell your C7 though, right?
The C7, but that was right when everything was tanking.
Oh, okay.
So it was like not a super great option car. It was pretty low option. So, like the values of all of them were just dropping like a bomb. That was, and then of course, like 6 months later or whatever, they all shot up with COVID. And I could have sold it for like 20 grand more. It's like, damn it. Who would have ever thought that, right? Josh was dealing with some business stuff. I saw him on the cameras at work. Right? So I don't know. He might be on his way home now.
I think Kevin's right. He's looking at watches.
Yeah.
He's pulling out his briefcase of Rolexes.
No, you can't.
Add a couple tens of thousands to it.
Oh, correction. Yeah, you could buy it for that if you'll sell me your Scud below wholesale.
Yeah. Deal.
Or the F12. I don't care. But I got to make money on something. Visiting Hoovie was fun. Hoovie's always a fun person to visit. Nice guy. Got to see the farm. The farm's cool. His new building is massive and awesome.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's huge. I'm jealous of that. And then, of course, the drive home sucked a little bit, but
Really?
It is what it is. One of the two 430s, the manual converted 430s sold. Actually, hell of a story on that one. I actually got to do a video on that. Oh lordy. Everything came out okay, but it was like stressful. And thankfully nothing happened to the car, and the buyer is fine and everything like that. But anyway, the other one's still for sale. We finally have like some people interested in it, so I think maybe it'll finally sell. I don't know. Like 2 people are pretty interested. One guy said he wants to come look at it in person, so that's usually a good sign. But who knows? I don't. That car, Josh and I have been like, so our minds are just blown on that car. We don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I think what happened is that it got priced too low, and now everyone thinks something's wrong with it
Really?
because it's below wholesale. Like we're to the point where we're gonna probably lose money on it, and it's like when you look at how cheap it is, it's cheaper than an F1 equivalent. It makes no sense. And we just did everything to it. It's gotten everything. It needs nothing. It's got a new clutch, throwout bearing, pilot bearing, rear main seal, engine mounts, trans mount, valve cover gaskets, brakes, rotors. I mean, everything has been done. New tires. It literally needs nothing. And it's at 125.
Scoop it up. Someone better
Yep.
scoop it up.
Someone better buy it. Mikhail better buy it. Hi,
I
Mikhail.
love it because we've had a few people reach out like, "Oh, is that for sale still?" And I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "I'll give you 100." I'm like, "Fuck off!" No. It's like, no, you aren't getting it for 100. These are bad terms. Sorry.
Grace got STOs to buy.
Right. Yeah, Beamers M3s are definitely on our list of cars that we're watching to try and put in inventory. 100%. It's just harder to like the thing is, like Josh and I are like, if we're gonna buy a Beamer, we want it to be a manual, you know. I mean, come on. So like, yeah, anyway. Customers are getting a great value from NG Supercars. I think so. But you know, it's me. I'm biased. Wow, that's interesting. I was like, so I have the live stream set up on Instagram or whatever for the first time. Like, by the way, this thing like automatically dispenses it. I've used it in Instagram before, but it like never actually saw it live streaming. So anyway.
Oh, you're live on Instagram?
It's on Facebook, on my personal Facebook. It's on the Normal Guys Supercar Facebook. It's on LinkedIn.
Fancy.
It's on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. Yeah. I had a Beamer in traffic today. Did you change your pants?
Did you hit a Beamer? Maybe.
I had a Beamer.
Yeah, it says had.
That's why I'm like, is that bowel movement? Yeah, the LinkedIn thing is weird. I didn't even know it could do that, and it was like,
yeah, we've had some comments.
Yeah, we've had random guys comment on LinkedIn. Probably, some CFO in the Bay Area just.
Dude, LinkedIn has gone to shit. Oh, you guys were all like, "Where's Josh? Where's Josh?" Well, there's Josh.
There he
I
is.
made it home.
Sell those watches, Josh.
No, I sold my camper van.
Oh, you did sell it for sure.
It's gone.
Yay! Congrats.
Yeah. It's gone.
Nice. I saw you on the Ring camera, like wheeling and dealing and stuff. And
Dude, they paid me in cash.
Nice.
100% cash.
Nice.
That's a lot of cash.
I know. In a manila folder that was all crumpled up.
So what you're saying is you're gonna be sleeping with the firearm tonight.
Yeah.
I put it in the safe. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bank
okay.
tomorrow for sure.
Oh, I love it.
That's a
I don't
lot
want
of
to say how much. It's a lot.
not
Enough to
the
buy a
largest-
Ferrari.
It's not the
Just
largest
Ferrari.
amount of cash we've seen. Second largest,
Mhm.
probably.
Dang.
Okay.
Didn't know you had a camper van.
It's a Airstream Interstate, like
Nice.
a Mercedes Sprinter camper van conversion.
Oh,
That you took on your 4-week trip or 3-week trip, whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
okay.
That's awesome because you
We-
basically got a free vacation then.
Well, the van, the vacation was paid for, and I made money on the van, so it worked out pretty good.
That's
We took
awesome.
we drove it 6,500 miles in 3 weeks.
Jeez.
Yeah, we drove it all the way to Maine and then all the way up to Michigan and back down to Texas. It was fun.
Nice.
It's just Normal Guys Supercar, all one word, is the Instagram. feel free to follow us. Oh, I totally forgot. I set this up. Check this out. Ready?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Ooh.
How do we feel? Oh, that looks really generic.
Oh, look at that.
We can do cool stuff though.
Yeah, we do have to report it to the IRS if it's over 10 grand.
Yeah. That's easy.
Yeah, it's one form you fill out and send it to them. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. As a dealer, it's like whatever, it happens, right? You get a cash transaction. So
Yeah.
you know. Dan is now seeing it. Like a little breaking news. We have cars for sale.
There you go. I like that actually.
I should put something like really obvious. Breaking news. You're watching our live stream.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back. We haven't been on for a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's
Three.
been a while.
It's 3 weeks. That was accidental. So,
It seemed like every Thursday something came up.
well, one of them was
reason.
Halloween.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of them, I was up in visiting.
Oh, you were
Julio.
getting the Jeep. You were getting
Yeah.
I
the
was
Jeep.
in the Jeep, and then one of them, something else happened.
I think the week before that, we just decided we're not doing it because we
That might have been it. I think
needed
we
a
were
break, and then the other
exhausted.
stuff just came up.
That could have
What
been
was
it.
it? There's something
Yeah.
happened.
Something happened. Yeah. Well, it almost didn't happen today with that
Yeah.
F and restream.
Oh yeah, it was F1.
It seems
There you
like
go.
this seems
Oh,
like
F1.
it's working okay.
It was F1. This new thing seems to be pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it.
Yeah.
So far.
I haven't used Restream in 2 years, or StreamYard in 2 years, and they haven't screwed it up, so that's good.
Yeah. I mean, I was able to get it set up pretty quickly. I got our stuff like loaded into it pretty easily. The price is basically the same. So when
What do we
when
do for Halloween? I took
trick-or-treating?
my kids trick or treating.
Yeah, went trick or treating. Ash's first time trick or treating.
Oh,
So
cool. That
this
was one
was
of our
really
reviews.
cool. I showed Dan this, and his mind was blown.
Yes.
But
yes, I know what
out
you're
where
talking
I'm at, and I'm sure other neighborhoods do this
about.
too.
I'm gonna get
But
more beer.
people go on their map and show you where their house is, where the trick or treating is, and if they have full size candy bars, they notate that, so you know which houses have full size candy bars. But there's also houses that have pizza and hot dogs, and
What?
the best one is houses that have alcohol that they give out to the adults.
Yeah,
So I got
all
a
right.
couple margaritas and a pina colada and a beer while I was trick or treating.
That's awesome.
Is that next door, or what is that?
Yeah, what app?
I have to ask Allison. I don't know.
Oh,
what
that's
it was called.
hilarious.
All right.
I love it.
So it was pretty cool.
So
So my kids are old enough now where I'm like, just cut them loose, and I hang out with the adults, and we walk around the neighborhood. And
nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So YouTube has streaming software, but it's only for one person. Like you can't do this thing where you've got
Yeah.
all of us separate or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's some free software that you can use on your desktop, but again, it's like
It's just
it
not
doesn't
smooth.
have
Yeah.
and it doesn't have the integration where it can automatically dispense it to multiple platforms and stuff.
Yeah, not as interactive. Can't put up banners and
Right. I
I'm
can put up
surprised
your
that they don't
comments.
develop something though.
I'm sure they will eventually. Because
I
it'll
mean,
be
it
like,
can't be
oh,
that hard. They have employees and software engineers. I mean, how hard would it be?
yeah.
I mean, have you
exactly.
seen how bad some Google stuff is? So
It's true.
True.
It's all beta.
Yeah.
Everything's beta.
And then they kill it. When you finally like the software, they kill it.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's been busy. So thankfully we were supposed to go up and pick up your car and the Mustang tomorrow. And the last minute, so we have our shipping broker. We have two shipping brokers, and we always put them against each other. At the last minute tonight, Josh is like, "Hey, the one broker came through and offered to pick up both cars for the price we told them we would be willing to pay. Do we do it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to go to Dallas tomorrow." So we were going to drive up there, but now we don't have to because, dude, we have so much wrenching that we have to do. 'Cause
We have
got
our
backlog.
shop is full of cars now. We have a bunch of work to do. It's just there's a
kind
lot
of-
going.
packed.
Yeah.
We got 2 conversions going on.
2 conversions. The fourth
Did you
baby.
tell them about any of the other cars yet, or no?
Oh yeah, I didn't tell him about the 458. I told him about all the cars that are coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got a 458, and sorry guys, it sold before it got here.
I could have told you that was going to happen.
Yeah,
That 458 is super clean. It's a nice
first of
car.
all, we priced it aggressively because we knew we could. We priced it like right where it should be. It was aggressive. It was the right price, like perfect for those options and that whatever. So it was one of those where we just put it on Facebook and Instagram, and I did a short on YouTube, and like 5 people instantly were like, "I want it," and one guy was like, "I actually am going to want it. Like, I will pay you. Like, I want to put a deposit," and so he was dead serious about it. So we sent him everything we could about it, and then here's the best part, right? So Josh flies out to California, test drives the car.
I test drive the car. I look it over very carefully, like find all of its flaws, do the normal thing. It's perfect. I'm like, hell yeah, this car's great. Get it shipped back. It gets back to Texas. Dan picks it up off the trailer. The first thing that happens, ABS light on, traction control light on, Manatino light on. Every light is on. And we're like, what the hell?
Limp mode.
EDIF light is on.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Like,
well,
I
I
literally-
didn't do that when I looked at it.
So the guy backs off the trailer. It's fine. Shuts it off. I get in the car. I start it up to go back to the shop, and it's like, I'm like, huh. So I get back to the shop. I'm like, hey Josh, was it doing this for you? He's like, no.
Well, it turns out it was just a wheel speed sensor, thankfully.
Oh,
So I slapped a new one in there today, and it fixed everything.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would do a Manatino failure.
yeah.
So it's because the ABS system wigged out and it put it into limp mode.
Okay.
And so then it basically says Manatino failure. I'm putting you into wet mode because I want the highest level of traction control.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jeez.
Is that easy to diagnose? Just a code?
It's fairly easy.
With the
Yeah, the
scan
code.
tool, it had some weird codes, but it had I was able to figure it out pretty quick what it was.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of codes, like
Yep.
30
The car
codes.
is not happy if it thinks one wheel's not spinning and the rest of them
Right.
are.
Yeah. So then, but the thing was, when you clear them, that was the one that would come back first. And so we're like, okay,
Well, and I took the sensor out and I cleaned it and put it back in, and the lights all went off for like 30 seconds. So I knew that was it. And the sensor was only like, what, $140 or something?
no, I think it was 300.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
$300 for a piece of wire with a magnet glued onto it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Well, and we Googled it, and people were saying it was like one of 3 things. And that, like, they're like, oh, it could be a brake pedal switch, it could be an ABS sensor, or it could be, I forgot what the third one was, but whatever. Anyway, so we're like, given that that's what everyone was saying, like, are the 3 most common things, and we had one of those on our list of errors, we're like, okay, it's probably this, right? So, yeah, that's the funny thing, though. Like, that's the people buy these cars and they're like, oh, the dealer hid something from me. It's like, dude, this shit happens all the time. Like, he literally flew out to California, drove the car, it was perfectly fine.
Well, I also took my scan tool and scanned it, and it had no codes.
Jeez.
Everything was fine. It shows up. It was even fine when it got offloaded from the trailer until he turned it off, turned it back on, and it borked.
Yeah. Everything mechanical has a number of cycles, and once it hits that cycle,
It was just done.
Yeah.
It was like, I give up.
Did you tell everybody what happened with your 488 when it wouldn't turn off?
No, not yet.
Tell them that, because that's
Wouldn't
the
turn
weirdest thing
off.
I've ever heard.
Yeah. So, it was like a week after I got it. It was just I was driving home from the Howard, and it was like 1 a.m. So thankfully there wasn't traffic or anything, but it just started freaking out, and like the windows dropped, like the battery was dead, and yeah, same thing, Manatino failure, the auto vehicle hold failure, like all these errors. Then the radio died, the hazards turned on, like
While you were driving?
yeah,
Oh, the hazards turned on. You didn't tell me that.
yeah,
Damn.
like
Oh my god.
the fans were at 100%.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I get home and the car won't turn off. You hit the stop button and the screens turn off, but the engine stays running.
God. At 1 a.m.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, God damn it.
And of course, it's a fob with her. There's no
Yeah.
key, no nothing.
Yeah. I can't just take a key out. So I'm like, well, fuck. What do you do? Pulled the battery. That it didn't turn off.
Well, at least you verified that your alternator works really
Yeah,
well.
alternator's awesome. Well, that was the original fear. It was like, oh shit, if the battery came disconnected, like if it got
Yeah.
secured,
How long are you gonna drive before your alternator?
Yeah, before the whole car dies. And like then I was like, all right, well, I undid the positive terminal. Like, okay, something's still connected. Nope, car stays running. Thank God the fuel pump fuse is in the glove box because I really didn't want to tear apart the rest of the car to find the other fuse panels at 1 a.m. Yeah, I pulled the fuel pump fuse and then it shut off.
And then what happened? Like you put it back and it was fine?
I put the battery back on right afterwards and it was still unhappy. In the morning it was still unhappy. By the afternoon it's fine. Driven it 70 miles since. It's
I mean,
fine.
that's got to be a battery issue, right?
I
don't
ran
know.
battery tester and it says it's fine.
I wonder if it popped a fuse somewhere, or
Well, if it popped a fuse, it would keep doing that. It wouldn't just solve itself.
well, but maybe
Yeah.
it popped a fuse that caused that problem, and then it hasn't come back. Like, because maybe it was like the
I
fuse
think you got a
died.
dead cell inside the battery.
Mm.
Well, definitely check the battery life, because that's really weird.
Well, the
But
sticker on the
battery in
battery
your
is
car was
July of
new,
this
though,
year.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Oh, the
July of
sticker's-
this year.
This is a brand new battery.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if the positive terminal wasn't loose. Like it felt tight,
Oh,
but with me undoing it and putting it back on and torquing the fuck out of it.
I mean, if it was loose, that could cause that.
Yeah.
I could see
yeah, I
that.
could have just got basically like a voltage drop or something.
Yeah.
One dude
I mean,
in the chat said
Water in the rear
vehicle.
camera.
I'll look.
I
Hey.
mean,
Excuse me?
I wouldn't put it past Ferrari if like the camera gets a weird short or something. Also, it's like
Yeah. Well, and
The rest-
I found the hidden start stop button putting in the new bridge buttons.
really, where's that?
It's in the center console in the very front, like past the cup holders. There's a
Really?
little panel you pop off. There's another start stop button there. It's
Oh.
like,
Like
the
to start the
Chrysler
engine?
start stop button.
Really?
I haven't tried it yet to
I
actually
didn't
start
know
it.
that existed.
You should
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know
put that
about
on your
that.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Isn't there's like a spot for the key, like a physical key too,
My
right?
truck has one of those under the cup holder. You stick your key in. I think
Yeah, well,
beats
that
the door code.
apparently that's the button you use if you have to use if the key's
secondary
dead.
key. Yeah.
Apparently the reader's right there at the cup holder. So you stick the key in the cup holder and then push that start stop
Well, it's
button.
got that slot for the key, right?
Well, it's just a foam thing you can pull out.
But I mean, there's a slot to hold the key,
Yeah.
so it's really, really close to that.
Yeah.
I bet that. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Um,
Damn, Tyler.
Yeah, that was not fun at 1 a.m. because that was like 35 minutes of sitting there.
Plus
Getting
multiple
tools
beers in.
Oh yeah. I mean, those were long gone by then, but
Right. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that probably sobered you up if you weren't.
yeah.
Like, what the hell's happening to my Ferrari? And that was only like the third time you drove it, right?
Basically, yeah.
Welcome to Ferrari ownership. Here you get rid of the McLaren, thinking, "Oh,
I
it's
know,
gonna be
right?
so much
Yeah.
more reliable," and then like, no.
Gonna need more beer
You've
for
been
this one.
slapped around by supercars, haven't you, Tyler?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
otherwise,
that's it.
Tyler, what's it been like?
I haven't really pushed it. Like I haven't really had time to push it, but
Yeah.
the ass end's a lot lighter. Like it breaks free
Yeah.
way easier than the
Way more
McLaren.
fun.
The looks you get aren't, what is that car? It's, a Ferrari.
Oh, nice. That's good.
So, and then I'm still not used to the coupe because with the Spider, you could see so much more out of the rear view like mirror because there was no roof.
Oh, yeah.
So now if
Look
there's
at,
like,
you see what Harry said in the chat? There's a little plug on the negative terminal. He's got a 488.
oh, okay.
So check
Yeah,
that.
Harry would know.
Oh,
I'll check it. Yeah.
interesting.
Like I know they took the battery out at the dealership, so I'm
Look,
assuming it's just something
Harry's-
stupid like that.
I like Carrie's thumbnail.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Gorgeous. I can hear that car from here.
Yeah.
Ah. Can't wait to do that,
That
to your car
car
dealer.
is going to eventually be back at the shop because we have to install some more stuff for him.
Oh,
Ooh.
good. Oh no! Don't make me work on that car.
Yeah. What else are you
Love
doing,
that.
Harry?
That car.
That car is so
He has
awesome.
a carbon. His car didn't have the carbon steering wheel. I think he bought one, and
Ooh,
I think
cool.
there's some other carbon stuff that we were going to
Be
put on
cool.
for him.
All right.
I wonder if it does it have the lights?
I'm not sure.
'Cause I think if you add a steering wheel that has the lights, you have to take it to Ferrari to have them program it, right?
Do you have chip lights, Tyler?
Yeah, I do. I have all the carbon.
Oh,
So the only carbon option I don't have that I want is the air intake blades.
the sides.
Yeah.
Harry did those on his car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like $1,800. I just don't want to spend the money right now.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a lot for a piece
Which
of carbon.
company? Which
Uh,
company? is it?
Myra Canby.
Oh,
We can probably get you a better deal than that. When you're
maybe.
ready.
I would say, well, look around. The Capristo ones are probably a lot more.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like I want the factory look. The Capristo ones are weird looking.
They're not.
At least
Capristo's
on the
usually-
picture on your site.
Exotic Car Gear makes the 1x1, so it looks
Okay.
like the factory.
Sky Car Gear
Real
also
tight
makes 1x1. Yeah, those and Capristo also makes 1x1. We don't have a relationship with Myra Canby. I tried and they didn't respond.
All right. Yeah,
So
and
I'm-
Greg was talking about just carbon PPF it be done.
It's a cheap solution, yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is it never looks. It doesn't ever
That's
look like.
just not on a Ferrari. Please
It
don't.
doesn't look like Ferrari's pattern. Is the problem.
That's just terrible.
What?
That
Greg
fake
did it on the
carbon
F12.
fiber
It looks-
vinyl wrap.
It looks good. You can't tell.
It looks good in certain things, like if you do it on a diffuser, because you can't, like under the car.
Yeah.
But it's something that's really up in your face, like that side blade.
Does it have the depth, Greg? That's the question. Like in the sun, like does it have the depth? I need to look at your car more in the sun. That's all.
What parts did you doing?
I couldn't do that on a Ferrari. I just wouldn't feel right about it.
I think it's okay in the right things.
I mean, we saw those film. Well, I don't know if you guys went down and looked at it. We saw those films on Exotic on Broadway. Like they have 3D looking films, but again, that wasn't like on a car either. That was on a
Front
flat
lip
sheet of
and
metal.
side skirts. Oh, really? The side skirts. No. My Ricambi is not Ricambi America.
Yeah.
That's two
I know.
separate companies.
It's
I didn't know
confusing.
about Myra Canby.
My Ricambi sells some aftermarket parts. Ricambi America only sells OEM parts.
Or Hill Engineering, right?
Well, Hill Engineering, which is like
Hill doesn't have like carbon fiber stuff though. It's more
Yeah,
like
no.
Dude, Ricambi means spare parts.
Right.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
No wonder why.
So
Yeah, Stack. Okay.
we
Yeah.
don't have, unfortunately, we don't have a discount code to give people to use at Ricambi America because they stopped giving everyone discounts. They just, but we can because we're a
You
dealer.
have a wholesale price.
We're a dealer.
Yeah.
Which I mean, we've probably spent in the last year, I'm gonna say $150,000 with them.
Dang. Yep.
I mean, we buy a lot. I mean, just this week alone, I think I spent like $15,000 with them.
Jeez. There's Fred. The other mod I want to do is the Homelink Garage review.
Maybe Venezuela.
your car
What?
doesn't have that.
No, it's the old flip mirror. So.
Oh, did we tell Fred that we moved his car?
No, I didn't.
Oh, hey Fred, we moved your Mustang.
Well, I drove it to your shop yesterday.
It's in your shop, Fred. We needed the space, and we got to move the 308 pretty soon too. But we were nice. We waited until it's cool out, so we didn't want to melt your car.
We'll move it back too if we get some more room.
Well,
The shop is completely crammed, and we have
yeah,
two more
no,
cars coming. No, three more cars
Three.
coming.
3 more cars tomorrow, possibly.
Oof.
Oh, I forgot to call him about the Corvette. We need to
Yeah, we
find
can
out.
call him tomorrow.
Hey, when are you coming down to Austin, Kevin? Because, oh wait, then you'd have to find a ride home. I was gonna say, like, fuck it, man, just have him pick up the Corvette.
No, take the bus in for $100.
No, dude, the bus is 150.
Oh, still.
You know what we found out? You know what our plan was? We were going to just rent a one-way rental with Enterprise because it was $105.
Oh shit.
So
Not bad.
it's cheaper than both of us getting a bus ticket because bus tickets are 140 something bucks.
And you got to get downtown and get dropped off.
Yeah,
down
and you got to go get then you have to go to downtown Austin, and you have to go to downtown or Dallas Love Field
Yeah.
and take Ubers. So you add in the Uber cost is $50 each, so it's $100 more. And we're like, screw it, Enterprise will take you to where you need to go. So use the building, store the cars. Whoops. Yeah, that's good.
Problem
Oh
solved.
wait, what's the little wrench by him?
He's a mod.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is it?
okay.
He's a moderator.
Yeah.
He has the band hammer.
The Banham.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the new system is kind of learning it.
Hmm.
Yeah, Enterprise, exactly. Enterprise will pick you up. They did. So that's what we're going to do if we have to do that again, where we get some cars in Dallas.
Yeah,
Which,
we'll just rent a car and one way it.
oh, the other thing we're trying to buy, I think we talked about this earlier, is truck. We want to buy a truck and test the truck market.
Mm.
So there's a problem though. Trucks in Texas sell for so much money. So like, they have all this data. They tell you the data and they say the truck should sell for this much money. And almost every single truck at auction in Texas goes way over that number.
It's because people in the North Midwest are buying the trucks and taking
I would have
them up
bought
there
one
'cause
from you
it's
guys.
safety.
So we can't figure out how to value trucks properly to be able to actually make money. So we're still kind of watching that
Cybertruck.
market. No,
Dan won't let me get a Cybertruck.
because they're appreciating by the second.
True.
I do like the Rivian truck though. I actually
I
like
do
that
too.
truck.
No, my brother had one. I drove it. It was awesome.
Yeah. He let
Yeah.
me flog it in Colorado Springs, and it was
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, I would
It's
take
fast.
a Rivian truck. I don't like the
Yeah.
look of the SUV one, but I do like the truck.
Yeah.
Normal guy truck nuts.
Yes.
I like that. That's pretty good. I mean, basically, we want to find out, can we get some other income going with our dealership that's not supercars? Because right now, supercars are really challenging. I mean, we're just having no luck with it. And, admittedly, we had this plan of okay, we're going to buy every 430 on the market and 360 on the market and convert it and then sell it. And that seems to not be working right now. Actually, my theory is that the EAG implosion killed the secondary market for conversions, where people are now not putting this premium that they used to, because the conversions used to get a 2-to-1 return on your money. If you spent $20,000 converting your car, it would increase by $40,000, and now it's a 1-to-1 return. So you spend $20,000, you get $20,000. So, did we see a pic of your 488, Tyler?
Nope.
Did you log into the system, or did you just do the link?
I logged in. I could walk down my phone.
Because I say you can upload it to the branding thing. Do you see the brand?
Oh, yeah.
tab?
Oh.
By the way, you're
Odd.
all admin, whatever people's on this thing.
I see. I have a lot more permissions than
So
normal.
feel free to throw brand stuff on there, because you could add you can do that. Thank you, and be right back. Welcome. Oh, cool. Oh, you can do it.
Yeah, banners. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right. There are some 488s below 200K, but they're usually pretty high mile and usually low
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, that's the problem with 48s is the price range is so crazy.
Over $100,000 spread. Yeah.
Fred, that's a promise Fred will keep too.
But
Because
Does he have a new shop down there?
definitely won't drive yours.
Yeah.
Fred, you got a new shop down there?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll pull the fuel pump fuse and you can't start it.
You were supposed to come down here, Fred. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
I am familiar with Miller Motor Cars on buying their.
Right, F8
I haven't heard about
Is that in Connecticut?
buying their F8 20-inch forged wheels for $8,306. Want to swap my rims with F8?
What are you asking exactly?
Yeah, where's the question? I mean, I know Miller Motor Cars. Yes,
I wouldn't spend $8,300 to swap wheels.
No.
That
it
seems
feels
crazy.
like that's a lot. I feel like 5,000 seems like the right number
I'll
for
find a
wheels.
used set on eBay or something.
I do like the star wheels that the F8 came with in the right color with the right color car. Like, they're good looking tires.
Oh God, change the fuel pump on the old Astro van. My God,
Apparently, you can't add pictures while we're live.
it what?
There's no ads. It's all
Yeah, I-
show.
Maybe it won't let you.
I don't see an option to add a picture.
Oh, you know why? Because like you're probably like not an admin. You're just like a
Well,
peasant.
or
I have
it shows it for
pluses.
you. Oh,
I can do
okay.
it.
Well, shit. All right, never mind.
Well, you could send it to me and I could add it.
I mean, I can just walk down there and pull my phone up too.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a 48. It looks like a 48.
Yeah, it's a sweet looking one though.
Dude, that's that. You could seriously probably make some money doing that. Same with like old classic cars. You go buy a Southern car, drive up north, and they're suddenly worth 10 times more because they don't have rust. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, dude, the new starter is like it's bomber. Haven't had any issues. No heat soaking. Nothing. It's working good. I'm pleased with it.
Nice.
Fred doesn't drive his own car, but Tyler's on the other hand.
Yeah.
That would be funny, actually.
Alfred,
I know.
come out here and drive my car.
What? Gabe, did you hear about the Ferrari someone flipped over in southern Maine?
Yeah, I heard it happen.
Ooh,
No,
okay.
no, no. I have no clue what he's talking about.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
it sucks for whoever that person is.
Over.
Right?
Gabe, you're supposed to be up on the news in Southern Maine. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
yes. So.
Yeah, right.
I'm not that far from it. 45 minutes.
Man. Oh, we got so many cars to wash and clean. Oh, did Edwin swing back by?
I told you like 3 times. I don't think you were paying attention. He's coming back tomorrow.
Oh, I thought you said he was coming back tonight.
No, tomorrow.
Oh,
That headliner apparently, and I looked at it, 'cause it's 2 layers. It's like a layer of material and then the Alcantara over it. And he's like, I can't do that. So he had to go get regular headliner material. He's going to glue that down and then glue the Alcantara over it.
dude, the foam was totally degraded.
Yeah. Yeah. He's going to have to strip all that off. It's a lot of
Oh,
work.
God, it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh man, how much is that gonna cost us?
Probably 300 or 400.
That's it?
Probably, yeah.
That's not bad.
Edwin's fair.
Here, there's
Whoa.
there's a sunlight picture, so you can kind of see.
Oh, you
the
have to do
metallic.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, you uploaded to the wrong thing.
No,
Oh,
I
you
just
did
share my
it?
screen,
Oh, you're screen sharing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, cool.
so you can kind of see that it pops a little more than regular Rosa Corsa.
It is a cool color.
Look at those seats.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to get the carbon seats. That I hate to say it, that's the one thing about having driven hundreds of Ferraris now is like I can't go back to the regular seats. You have to have the carbon seats.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. There you go. Show and tell's over.
No, where's the TDF blue Scud for sale? That sounds cool.
It does sound cool.
Oh, Josh did the same thing.
I did that unit already. That thing's awesome. If it's the same one that I have, that power acoustic one. It's a good unit.
If I'm trying, damn, I was trying to think of something snarky to say about like that, but I couldn't. Sorry.
Damn, yeah.
I'm guessing I've driven somewhere between 300 and 400 Ferraris now.
Jeez.
That's my guess.
I think between the two of us, it's
Oh, definitely between the two of us, it's got to be close to 500.
Yeah, that guy really flipped his Ferrari. I looked it up. Let me see
Oh,
if I
really?
can-
What type of Ferrari
how
was
do you
it?
flip it over? I mean, you hit something?
348.
348. Jeez.
Uh,
What was he doing?
Share. I don't know, but it's convertible.
Ooh,
And there's no. I don't think there's any roll hoops, roll bars.
Is he alive?
Serious injuries.
Ooh, that's not good.
Can you
Josh?
install the head unit? I could.
They're pretty easy to install on a 430.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah. As a Porsche guy, Fred. So he's German.
God's German.
I got some money. I got the money. I think Hoovy will fix the Bugatti and shove it in his garage and occasionally drive it.
The question is, where does he go from there?
Yeah.
That's what I wonder about all these YouTubers that buy the hypercars is like that. The problem is like YouTube's all about like what's next, and if you keep going more and more expensive and whatever, it's like where do you go from there?
I'm sure there'll be some T50 hoopties here soon.
Some T50s,
Wow.
AMG ones.
Yeah.
Like someone's gonna go find like a 250 GTO hoopty.
Shit.
I got this one for only 40 million.
Yeah.
It was a rusted out Hulk, shoved in a farmyard or something. It's AMG one. Yeah, like exactly this. I think he should sell the Koenigsegg. Like no one gives a crap about the Koenigsegg.
Don't get me wrong. I would love to own one for a very short period of time to experience it and say that I owned one, and then I would be done with
but
it.
for $33,000 a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
how about for 1 month? But I want to make $33,000 on it. So
Yeah.
I mean, I actually
that
was
is pretty
talking
insane.
when I was visiting Hoovy, we were talking about that because I'm like, I actually asked him, I'm like, you're kind of putting yourself in that hypercar territory. Where do you go? And we were talking about how Strad was talking about the Koenigsegg and how expensive it is and whatever. And he hasn't gotten that good of views off the Koenigsegg. Like if you look at
car enthusiasts, they know what they are, but they really don't care that much.
well, like because it's so far removed, right?
Yeah.
Like none of I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but probably none of us here and none of you watching can afford a 7-figure car. And
That's not even a 7-figure car. That's like 3 or 4 million, isn't it, for one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like it just doesn't. It's not on the radar. It's like not really that interesting. It's like it's a curiosity, but it's like okay, cool.
Fred. Yeah. That's right, Fred.
Well, okay, yeah, okay. Fuck you, Fred.
You got to post the comment. I don't know. I don't have permission to post the comments, but someone asked about Cario Motor Cars inventory.
Oh. You
Oh,
can't click on that stuff?
You gotta sign
it
up.
won't let me.
You probably didn't join yet.
No. They are the bottom of the barrel.
I would not buy a car from them.
Didn't you
Because I've
say
seen the
like
cars that they buy at the auction, and they're shit. If it has issues, we know that they're going to be bidding on it.
yeah.
And
Well,
we've seen that.
Yeah, you've seen them sell cars that sold for way more, and it's like, oh shit.
There was a Scud that we were trying to buy, and they bought it.
That's right.
And I'm pretty sure. I mean, we saw all the stuff that was wrong with the Scud, and they didn't disclose any of that stuff on their listing, which came up like I don't know, a week later,
Jeez.
and they had marked it up like $40,000 more than they paid for it. So I wouldn't buy anything from Cario Motor Cars. That's just me. That's my opinion. How did Richard get those F1 cars at the Howard? Connections.
Yep. It's good to be Richard.
It's good to be Richard.
Hi, Richard.
You know, he usually watches it the next day.
Yeah.
So if he's listening to this, hi Richard, how you doing? Had fun at the Howard the other day. Oh yeah, a lot of YouTubers did move to helicopters. What the hell? That's I guess what happens when you
We're
run
gonna
out
be
of, like,
going into space before we know it.
right?
Yeah.
God.
I still think we should road trip down to SpaceX. That'd be fun.
I'd be down for that.
Go
We
watch a
should
rocket
do that.
launch.
Hell yeah. Go watch a Starship launch.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I
It's
want-
only
I want-
what, 6 hours, 4 hours?
Cario doesn't charge you extra for flood cars. Ouch.
Damn.
It's not very nice. That's true. All right, one more beer. That kind of night.
Damn.
Fair enough.
Buying Elon's rockets. Yeah.
No, they're demo cars. So
They don't have engines, right?
no engines, no active aero, like the rear wings. You can tell the rear wings are different. So
But you do you guys send them?
some people did.
Probably no steering wheel or just a dummy wheel, right?
It's a dummy wheel, but these ones had buttons. The previous ones didn't have actual buttons, but they had the clutches and all the flappy paddles and stuff. So they're the actual parts. It just didn't have the computers inside of it.
But they had no engines and trans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the wheels rolled, like they had bearings and stuff in them. So
Yeah.
What is a reasonably priced Ferrari that is a good DIY on? A 430 or a 360?
Those are
Probably
always the
that's
default.
Yeah.
Hugh, haven't don't you know that,
Have
Hugh?
you even paying attention
You
at
should know
all
that
to,
by
like,
now.
how much weed did you smoke that you
That's like-
forget what channel you're watching?
That is like the crux of this channel.
Oh man.
both of these things are true.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sitting on
Thanks, dude, yeah.
And fat guy in a little car.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is a very true statement.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. We talk about that all the time. It's like, yeah, everything's been done. Nobody cares anymore. Nothing is going to get the kind of views it got 3 or 4 years ago.
It's almost impossible to get a viral video.
It's crazy.
So that's actually part of, I know you guys, some of you love or hate or whatever. That's part of why Josh and I were like, you know what, let's just do some old school DIY stuff like we used to, because we kind of mentally shifted. We're like, okay, it doesn't get the views because the DIY videos, I hate to say it, guys, doesn't get the views as the salacious drama stuff, but the DIY stuff does get sales because then people trust us and believe in us and see what we're doing and like, yeah, that's I want to buy a car that, you know, I can do that too or whatever. So anyway, yes, 360s are
Yeah, nobody wants a silver one either.
That's insane. 70K.
Really impossible to sell.
Dang.
If you like that and you want to keep it, I would go for it.
Yeah, for 70, if you could find a nice one that's silver, if you're okay with that color, just
Hell
buy
yeah.
it.
usually if this person texts me during this.
Matt Armstrong is getting 3 million views every. What videos does he make?
He does
all sorts
DIY, but he's like
He's probably
British,
got, what, 10 million subscribers?
and he's also doing like,
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
he's like cool because he has like gauged earrings and tattoos and
Oh
stuff.
God,
Yeah.
one of those dudes, like a Jesse
He used to be a
James sort of dude.
skateboarder.
Yeah. He does the salvage stuff too.
Yeah.
So,
That's the thing. I think that's like the only way you can get DIY, which I'm going to argue isn't DIY. That's like bullshitty reassembling fucked up cars.
yeah.
Because I hate to say it, but there's not a single car on YouTube that was wrecked and put together by a YouTuber that I want to own.
It's true.
Do you?
I even watched like a fairly reputable shop reskin a Ferrari last night because it was just auto playing, and they used pop rivets to put the new body panel on, and it was like, oh my god, this looks absolutely terrible. Like you
Really?
open that driver's door and it's just pop rivets down the inside.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
Oh, damn.
This is like a big shop. It's like, no, don't do that. Like I know they can't do
Wow.
the spot aluminum welding like Ferrari does, but come on.
Oh,
So
it's very
cute.
far. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Thanks,
Fuck.
Kevin.
Sorry. Oh, you know what's interesting is Google has this thing now where it's like set a goal for your live stream, and it basically was like trying to get us to push you guys to give us money.
Wow.
Ooh.
Really?
And I was like, yeah, it's right here. It's like it's set a goal, how many super chats of how much value, and set a timer. And then you'll say if you get the goal, what you'll do. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready, like
Are
totally
they
ready.
taking a cut?
Yeah, they
Oh yeah,
are.
yeah, they get a cut.
Of course they're gonna do that. Then.
Unbelievable.
Oh, you were on the Insta.
Rachel, hey.
Yay!
If we get $10 more, I will ask Rachel for a pie.
I mean, I'll ask Rachel for a pie anytime.
More Mercedes videos. Yeah, we'll do that eventually.
Whoops. Clicked. Whoops. Ah, wrong button.
It runs.
Wait, we are live. I'm drunk in an Uber.
Oh, we're not respond. The comments don't respond on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram,
don't come through here.
It's got some weird thing where Instagram we can't, like, it doesn't do it. Yeah, sorry, but it does on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, and I don't know about LinkedIn. I don't think so. Whatever. Yeah, like I feel like if you're gonna watch like a true like a wrecked Ferrari be rebuilt, it's got to be like by an actual collision center, not by a rando YouTuber.
Some of those
'Cause-
videos those dudes do rebuilding cars, the professional guys, are really
Oh, it's
impressive what they can
insane.
do.
yeah,
It's crazy.
there was a really cool video. Some super rich guy had his 250 GTO restored before concours, and it was amazing. Like they showed the level of detail that they were putting in this car, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like that was impressive. But anyway, yeah, we went over the inventory. We can go over it again, I guess. We got Super Leggera, Ferrari California, both on consignment. It's actually both are really cool. The California is super clean, so if you want a good California,
That car is very, very clean.
yeah, it's got like a couple paint chips, and that's basically it. So Ferrari 430 Spider converted to manual. I think that's all the Ferraris, right?
Hmm.
Ford Focus RS needs a little things sorted before
We're
it's
working
totally-
on something on that. Yeah.
The Corvette C6, which we don't have pictures or anything of because we don't have it yet. The Mustang GT500, which we don't have yet. The G-Wagon,
G63.
yeah, which will be listed probably the next week because we got
Probably early next week it'll be ready to sell.
the Jeep, the 6-wheel Jeep, which needs a new
And
axle.
a McLaren 650S
McLaren 650S,
Spider.
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 I'm trying to I gotta like visualize what's in the shop.
Yeah.
The 458 sold.
That's pretty much it. We have the two cars getting converted.
Is the Jag
That's it.
still there?
The
Jag
Jag is
still
still there.
Oh, it is a Cali 30. Yes.
Oh. That's
Point
a
out.
selling point.
It's not just a regular Cali. It's Cali 30, 2014. Oh, dude.
Oh, damn.
Dude, we should have Friendsgiving again. That was the best ever. Back during COVID, we had Friendsgiving with all the
We do that
neighbors.
every year with our friend group out here.
Well, every house made their own turkey and their own desserts and
Yeah.
everything, and we brought it all together.
Oh shit! All right.
So we had like 4 or 5 turkeys and literally like 9 pies.
Dang.
It was awesome. That was the best Thanksgiving ever. I'm just gonna put it on record.
9 pies. Holy cow!
Yeah, it was
All
like 9. Yeah, see, I wasn't lying. 9 pies. The Cali 30 has 30 more horsepower and it's 30 kilograms lighter, and it offered the handling package and some other things. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of the was that all the cars? Yeah. Right? Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to trying that Mustang GT500.
Oh, of course you are.
Yeah.
It is
RS
Roscoe
would be fun.
tan. It is. It's the classic. Well, you can look at it on our website. There's pictures on there.
Oh yeah, that one's actually on the website.
That car is really, really nice.
21,900 miles.
Nice.
It's actually a consignment car. The Albrights, who are
Oh.
occasionally in the chat,
It's theirs. Okay.
their car.
Oh yeah, that car's definitely in great shape then.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Don't put it in a ditch, Dan. 760 horsepower Mustang is definitely
Yeah.
sketchy. Yep. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The RS sounds fun. I've always wanted to drive one of those.
It is fun. I drove it home the other day.
All right.
I like it. I mean, it's 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive with a manual
Oh, yeah.
transmission.
Focus.
Yep.
The transmit, like the shifting is really nice. Like it's comfortable.
That car's
watched
made
all-
in Germany, believe it or not.
Huh?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Car's made
I
in
watched
Germany.
all of Ford's like development videos on those because they actually did like a good documentary series, and it's like, holy shit, this thing looks awesome.
It's
I remember
legit.
Shmi got one.
Got Recaro seats in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It sounds nice, dude. It's got tons of like turbo blow off noise and everything. You know?
Yes.
And like when
Like a
you
little rally car.
when you like downshift it, you can hear the exhaust going like pop 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 pop.
Nice.
The
But it's
GT500
not-
to 2020. I don't know which one Shmi has.
Yeah, it's a 2020 GT500. The 308 was sold like 8 months ago.
That
Fred
belongs
bought
to
it.
Fred now.
How many car fire stories do I have? 2.
Yeah, you've now heard both.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way.
Yes, I'd like to
Speaking of
not.
fire, I built a fire pit at the shop.
Ooh.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Up front?
Kind of over by where the creek is. Underneath the trees over there.
Nice.
Can you put some pricing examples on the website if you finance through website? I'm not sure what you mean, like how much you need to put down and how much you're going to end up paying in
You have to
interest.
put 20% down, and you can finance
Usually.
for up to 144 months.
It's not always 20% though.
Not always.
I think occasionally it's 15 and sometimes it's 25. It depends on the car. But
Can I buy a Toyota Sequoia? Yeah, we can find you a Toyota Sequoia.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably just link off to their website has like a check thing. That's probably
Yeah.
easier than trying to
I
do
think
it.
the
for each
last
car.
dude that got approved, his rate was like 9%.
I think it's around 9.
They told me 9.8,
Yeah.
and I was like, no thanks.
Yeah,
That
that's,
was
well, it's crazy when you think about 9% at 144 months. It's like
Yeah.
you're paying more in interest than you're paying for the car if you ride
Oh.
it out.
Yeah.
But
New
rates
ones?
drop and you can refinance later. So
I'll be honest, Rachel, I have never looked at a Toyota Sequoia.
They're
in-
pretty sweet, the new ones.
the new
Are
ones
they?
are cool. Doug DeMuro did a video on because he has one as a daily driver and he likes it. That'd be a good video to watch.
I have
They're-
never
they're
looked into
beasts.
one of those.
They're good.
I would
It
recommend.
it depends on how long you want to finance it. If you need to keep
In-
your payments low, then you have to go with Woodside. Because
Yeah,
if you
it
go with
depends.
UFCU, they'll only do 72 months, maybe 84.
You can do 84. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll only
Like-
do up to 100K if you're a first time buyer
Yep.
for expensive car. You have to
Actually,
buy
they
it.
might not even do 100K.
Yeah, I think it's 60. That's
Is it?
yeah.
I can finally get 100
Mine was
because
more
I've
than
done like
60.
6 loans through them. But the other thing is you can only do it if you're a Texas resident.
Yeah. This is UFCU, Gabe.
Oh, okay.
It's a credit union.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's 9:30.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. We're done. No, Megs Mini did not sell yet. Whoops. There you go. UFCU would do 200K. Wow.
Yeah, if you've got history, if you have a loan or two through them that are big dollar loans, they'll do 200.
Well, that was why I purposely financed the GT40. So they were like, "Oh, so I've done enough where now they'll offer me more." But to do more, I had to jump through all these extra hoops, and they had to get like all these financial documents and whatever. So I was like, "What's the most I can do without having to do all that?" And they're like, 100 or 99,999. Basically. So I was like, "Okay, do 99,000."
Yep.
So I don't want to have to like go get tax documents and whatever because it's just
Yeah. They're doing 130 or 140 on the Ferrari, I forget. But
okay. So you're there too.
Yeah.
But you had to jump through all the financial,
I was just like proof of income stuff.
which is
And you
easy
have to
because
do?
you're
Yeah.
W-2. Like for me, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any of that.
The
Oh my
430 Spider we have is in pretty good shape. It's a good driver's quality car. It's fully serviced and everything's been done on it. It even has a new top and
new clutch, new everything.
clutch, new everything. It drives really, really good for. It's probably the best driving gated car that we've had, I think.
It's I mean for a converted car, it feels
Yeah.
the closest to OEM I've ever felt.
Yeah. It does. And we don't have any other ones in the works at the moment.
No.
I could be convinced to sell my car, but
That's tough.
Yeah, that's a special spec car. So
yeah.
You won't see that car again. Well, all right. We're gonna try. If I click end chat or end stream or whatever, will it do the stuff automatically? I don't know. So I'm gonna try that.
Okay, we're gonna say bye.
We're gonna say bye. I'm
Cuts
gonna
off immediately. Sorry, and if you
it
get
may
that-
or may not do this thing automatically. So I'm gonna try it. So okay, guys. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Also, I'm glad the new software works. And it sounds like the audio is better, so we're happy about that. And we'll see you guys next Thursday.
All right.
cheers.
Bye.
See ya.
Hopefully. Okay. Oh, there it is.